Hello again, Real Women of Philadelphia. This is Brianna Forrest, and tonight we're going to be making a very quick and speedy dinner called Speedy Philly Cannelloni. Now, this is a wonderful dinner for a weeknight because, of course, as we know, a lot of busy women out there, when you get home from work, you don't always feel like spending a long time in the kitchen. I know I don't on some days. So I've come up with this recipe that only takes about 15 minutes to prepare and then 40 minutes in the oven, and then you're all set to go. It's really easy, and today we're going to be featuring Kraft Philadelphia Light Spinach Flavor Cream Cheese, and this will add a little kick to our cannelloni. So the first step you need to do is take one large egg, and you need to just beat it in a bowl. Then to the egg, you're just going to add an entire tub, 500 grams of cottage cheese. You can also use ricotta cheese if you'd like. I like to use the cottage cheese because it's lower in calories and fat, especially if you use the 1%. So put the entire container in there. You're going to use half of a tub of the Philly Spinach Light Cream Cheese. So that's half a cup. Get that in there. Now the ones that are in the tub are already a little bit softer to start with, so you don't really need to leave it out of the fridge for too long. You also need a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese and a quarter cup of fresh parsley and a tablespoon of fresh basil. So I've mixed those together into one container. You just pour them in. Now you mix to combine all your ingredients. Make sure that cream cheese is getting mixed around with everything else. You want it nice and smooth. There's obviously still going to be some chunks because the cottage cheese is chunky to start with, but you want all the ingredients to be of the same consistency. All right. So I'm finished combining the cheese mixture, and the next step is to have your oven-ready cannelloni already laid out for you in a baking dish. You want to have 16 cannelloni, so that'll be 4 servings of 4 cannelloni each. And of course, if you only have 2 people in your house like I do, that'll be some for leftover for tomorrow. This dish also freezes really nicely, so you could even make a double batch and put one in the freezer if you want to save even more time. So you're going to put your cheese mixture into a Ziploc bag, and I think this is the easiest part because the easiest way to do it because it's quicker cleanup this way. Obviously you could put it into a piping bag or icing press or something like that, but this makes it a lot quicker to clean up because you can just toss the bag out after. So once the cheese mixture is all into the bag, you're going to just cut the corner off with scissors, and you're going to pipe it into each of the cannelloni. So I have all my filling inside the Ziploc bag, and what I'm going to do in turn is just take each of the cannelloni, just like so, and squeeze some filling in so that it is nicely filled up. You don't want it popping out the ends too much, but you do want it to have enough in there. That looks good. So I'm going to repeat that with the other 15, and then I will let you know the next step, which is to add on your favorite jar of tomato sauce, covering all the cannellonis, and then you cover the entire thing with some of your favorite cheese, Swiss cheese, mozzarella cheese, or cheddar cheese. So I've chosen cheddar today because that's what I have on hand, and it also gives it like a nice orange color on top. So I've got all the cannellonis filled with the cheese mixture, and I'm ready to pour on my sauce. Now the trick here is just to put a little bit of extra water in the bottom of your pan, because you want to make sure that the noodles are cooking. The oven-ready noodles need a little bit of extra moisture to make sure that they're cooked all the way. So I'm just going to get some water About half a cup, you just pour it into the bottom before you put your sauce in. And like I said, just pick your favorite jar of sauce and pour it over top of all the cannelloni. So I've spread the sauce evenly over top of the cannelloni. And now you just want to sprinkle on about half a cup of your favorite cheese, cheddar, mozzarella, to the top of the cannelloni. Once you sprinkle it with cheese, you're going to want to cover it with foil, and you're going to put it in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now my oven has been preheating while I've been preparing the cannelloni, so I'm going to be able to just pop it right in. Now you're going to cook it for 40 minutes and leave the foil on for the first 30 minutes. For the last 10, just take it off so that the cheese can get a little bit more bubbly. The foil actually helps it to cook by trapping the steam inside, so that helps the noodles to cook a little bit faster. And here we go, we're gonna pop it in the oven. Can't wait to try it out. Welcome back, Real Women of Philadelphia. The cannelloni has finished cooking. I've taken it out of the oven and I've plated it up. I put 4 pieces on one plate. I just topped it with some extra Parmesan cheese and a little bit of parsley on the side to make it look beautiful. So I'm just really excited to dig in. Thanks again for coming to my kitchen to visit and to cook with me tonight. I wish you all the best in your cooking adventures, and I'll see you next time.